Hello and welcome back to Fishing for the Past. Today we're going to step back to 1933-36 with a really cool Creek Chub 701 in perch color. This bait is really neat. A lot of really cool features about it. We're going to cover it today, and we're also going to cover a way in which you can collect common baits but get some nice value out of them. Hit the subscribe button. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So the Creek Chub 700 series dates back to the early 1920s. And what we have here today is a fairly common color. You'll hear collectors refer to certain colors like the pikey scale, the perch scale, the red and white. You'll hear them refer to it as a common color quite often, but there's ways to collect these baits where you can get them in a common color but in an uncommon condition, and that's what we have here today. So we're going to talk about the 701. I've got a really cool 1933-36 era Creek Chub 701 pikey in near perfect unfished condition. Now this is a common color, but it still retains its hang tag. It's beautiful finish. Everything about this bait is just absolutely well preserved and just near perfect. It's never hit the water. It's been preserved in its box for all these years. So how do I know this bait dates to 1933-36? Well, our box that we have it's correctly labeled on the end with the paper label, and it also has an NRA stamp in the corner of the box. So I'll put this over here closer where you guys can kind of check out that stamp. Hopefully it comes through on the video for you, but the NRA stamp, the National Recovery Act stamp, was used on Creek Chub boxes from 1933 through 1936. And in 1936, the National Recovery Act was abolished. And it was kind of a way after the Depression for them to kind of put an end to cutthroat competition and things like that, and you know, building a more fair work environment for workers. It was to try and help build out of the Depression. And the National Recovery Act was deemed unconstitutional, which you know, it kind of it kind of put an end to President Roosevelt's idea how to get out of the Depression. But it, you know, it didn't take too long, because right after that, pretty much you've got Hitler taking over large chunks of Europe, and then you're into World War II in short order after that. So yeah, these boxes, they were only used, if they've got a NRA. Anytime you see an NRA stamp on a box, you know that it dates to 1933 through 36. It's a short window, but it gives you a real good idea where the bait, you know, especially when you find one that's got everything with it, that's been preserved with the catalogs and all the pieces with it. You got a really cool find. You've got a common color in a rare condition, and that's really what you want to look for. So this is not my first 701. The first 701 I started out with was kind of a beater, and I I just managed to work my way up, keep digging, keep looking. You go online, sometimes you'll find a piece you need. Sometimes you'll be looking for one particular thing and find another. And for me, I don't need to have 2 or 3 701s. I want to have one great 701 for my 700 collection as I build it. And there's no way I'm going to possibly be able to upgrade this one. So my 701 is set. I went looking. I've got 702, 703. We're just continuing to build the collection as we go along with great pieces. Anytime you find great pieces like this, add them. Add them. When you find pieces like this where you've got all of the extra pieces together, your catalogs, your box catalogs, you have your little order forms that come in here, your hang tags, your box, your NRA stamp, your end label. You're not going to find an NRA stamp on every box, but you'll find once in a while these come up. When you're able to upgrade a piece of your collection of something like this, do it. It might cost a little more up front, but the value of these things only goes up. Okay? And for me, I'm not too much into what its value or what its worth is. For me, it's important to preserve this history. That's what I want to do with this. I don't want this taken, separated out, sold individually, and this thing ending up on some shadow box stuck with a bunch of other stuff. I want to preserve this as naturally and as close to the way it came out of the store as possible. And that's what I'm doing with these. So each piece I find, each piece I'm able to get like this and preserve it, that's what I'm doing. That's the way I collect my baits, because I want to enjoy them in this state. Collectors have all different ways they like it doing things. This is my way. You got to find your way. You got to find the ones you want. And remember, the best way to get past the lower value of a common color is to find them in an uncommon condition, which is something similar or exactly like what we have here. And you can find them. Don't feel like you can't find these. You can find them. They're out there. You just have to look in the right places. Okay, well, that's about it for this episode, for this particular video. Keep an eye out for these. These are out there. You can find them in this condition. Look for common colors and uncommon condition. And when you're able to put common colors and uncommon conditions, and you have your uncommon lures that you're able to collect, and you're able to build and put together a really cool, excellent preserved collection. That's what we're all trying to do. We're all trying to find and have something we can enjoy. I get up in the morning, I've got my little NFLCC books, and I'm able to sit down here and enjoy the articles, enjoy my baits, have a coffee. That's, it's really an enjoyable hobby. So always look for, anytime you're finding a common bait or you need a common color, try and find it in an uncommon condition. You guys have a super great day, and we'll see you in our next episode. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.